finally get a good team. Finally. It's been too long. Since the Falcons. Even though it's not really a good team. It's just my favorite team. Technically, this is our first real...
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 20.
Oh. He's probably one of them dudes that have to switch every all of his receivers around and all that because he has a scheme.
7-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Yellow, 480. Hero 15.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 30 on second down, Mahomes gets this one to Hill. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. 9 catches, 105 yards for Tyreek Hill in the Super Bowl, and he likely had the biggest play of the game, wouldn't you say?
I would say so. 44-yard catch on 3rd and 15. Usually you're trying to just find enough space to get over the sticks, right? Get a 16, 18-yard gain, which is difficult in and of itself. But 44 yards on 3rd and 15. San Francisco had contained him so well throughout the game because you know what it's like with Tyreek Hill. When he catches the ball, you better surround him or he'll break a big one. Finally does it at the key point, and that starts the comeback for Kansas City. Paved the way for the first of 3 KC touchdowns in the 4th quarter.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. Mahomes now on first down. And this is caught by Watkins. A gain of 6 there on first. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves, and expressing.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
50. Hey, you block over here. 26. 56.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. Jamal Williams, 61 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and we are tied at 7. These two teams all tied after 1. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
42's mine. 42's mine.
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tremont Williams, a veteran corner there on the stop. Throwing quickly, Mahomes gets this out to Watkins. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Come on. 42. 42's the mic.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll run it with McCoy. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Set up again.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches. 2-minute drill.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 16.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. They'll run on 1st down. It's McCoy, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Yellow. Three buzz.
Now McCoy.
Oh my God,
He's
dude.
in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Agba. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Rodgers going to throw. And able to find Alan Lazard. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Adams hauling it in from Rodgers, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Yeah, 300. Yeah, 300. Quick talk. Hey, echo. Mike, 53. 53.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers, he's got the hook up to Lazard. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, 28 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Fights him off. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. Space to maneuver at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll wind up with 3 yards out of that, and it's second down.
Second and 7.
Come on, QB, come on. 22 check bomber, 22 check bomber. 42, Mike 42. 15.
From the 45 on second down, Mahomes. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a first down pickup of 8. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Come on, D.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That one complete to Hill. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Mahomes will bring him up first and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now they'll try and run the sweep to McCoy. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
10th carry now for McCoy. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second down, it's McCoy. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Let's go. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, take 26. Hey, two. 53.
To throw is Rodgers. To throw again. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Packers.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rodgers now on 1st down. Caught by Jones. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Back to throw, Rodgers. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I know it was a completion, but probably not the best decision to throw the ball into the middle of the field here. No timeouts. Give a ton of credit to him making the catch and finding a way to get to the sideline and get out of bounds.
Rodgers to throw. It's caught here by Adams. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll make it a 2nd down. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mahomes to throw.
That's really
Gets this one to Hill. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw, Mahomes. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Thinking back to 2015, didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.